As the clock strikes 3, an unsettling ambiance envelops the house, starting with the creaking stairs, echoing like a ghostly whisper in the fading night. Each step resonates, a warning of the unease that lies ahead. The silence is abruptly punctuated by the washer's loud ding, a reminder of tasks unfinished, blending with the hollow sound of the empty garage, where slow, shallow breaths seem to linger like phantoms of the dark. Suddenly, a thunderous bang shatters the stillness, accompanied by a camera shake that reverberates through the core of the observer's being. Shadows stretch and twist as the close-up reveals a lamp rattling precariously, an uninvited guest disturbing the fragile peace. The sinister presence lingers, heavy in the air, while the silence begs for clarity amidst the chaos of these surreal disturbances that haunt the senses, tightening the tension with each heartbeat. A shadowy figure materializes behind the garage, a chilling omen draped in mystery as static glitches hint at its transient nature. The lack of sound heightens the feeling of dread, especially with the footsteps creeping eerily onto the porch, each one a note in a foreboding symphony. The door handle, glistening in the dim light, twists slowly with a metallic squeal that echoes into the void. Amidst the whispers of the empty beach, a gesture card glows softly, beckoning attention, while a haunting voice murmurs, "Sunshine," the very essence of a thrill, teetering on the edge of reality. In the heart of a bustling city, shrouded in mist and intrigue, lies an alley where shadows dance beneath flickering streetlights. Here, whispers of secrets linger in the air, weaving an atmosphere thick with uncertainty. A lone figure emerges, their presence barely disturbing the silence, yet leaving behind an echo of unresolved enigma. What tales does this alley hold, concealed by the veil of night? As the scene unfolds, a voice pierces the darkness, narrating a chilling account of an extraordinary individual, a convict whose life ricocheted between the bars of a prison cell and the elusive grip of freedom. His story transcends mere escapism. It plunges deep into the realm of the inexplicable, rendering the boundaries of reality blurred and nonchalant. Suddenly, in the depths of the narrative, an inexplicable twist occurs. This man, entangled in a complex web of fate, defies the very fabric of existence by disappearing not just once, but twice. Each vanishing act leaves behind an aftershock of bewilderment, challenging law, logic, and the innate understanding of life itself. As the tension rises, the music crescendos, harmonizing with the gripping mystery, enticing the audience further into a labyrinth of suspense. As everything fades to black, a powerful title card emerges, summoning the questions that linger in the minds of those pulled into this thrilling saga, urging them to ponder the nature of reality, the grip of fate, and the haunting mystery of a man who dances on the edge of disappearance. Introduction to the Convict footage of an old prison gate closing with a loud clang, followed by a shot of a man around 40 being escorted out in handcuffs. His name is David Richards. Narrator, David Richards. A man who spent 14 long years behind bars. His crime? A robbery that left a family shaken, their home ransacked, and their lives changed forever. He was sentenced to life in prison, a fate that seemed inevitable. But then something changed. In 2023, David was released. A case of good behavior, they said. The system believed he had paid his dues. Cut to a wide shot of David standing at the prison gates, squinting against the bright sunlight. He takes a few hesitant steps forward, the world around him seeming so unfamiliar. The sounds of traffic, birds, and people talking fill the air, but his expression is one of confusion, as if he's unsure of where to begin. Narrator, free at last, but the world outside felt like a distant memory. Years of confinement had taken their toll, not just on his body, but on his mind. David wasn't the same man who had entered those cold prison walls. The man who walked out was changed, but what lay ahead was far more than he could have imagined. The first vanishing, extended cut. Int small cafe, day. Muted jazz hums from a dusty speaker in the corner. The cafe is modest. Worn wooden tables, faded posters of long-forgotten bands, and a barista who barely looks up from her phone. The bell above the door jingles softly as David Oz enters. He's dressed plainly. A charcoal coat, scuffed boots, and a messenger bag slung over his shoulder. Nothing about him screams danger or mystery. But the way he scans the room, quick, deliberate, suggests he's not just here for caffeine. The camera follows him from behind, then slowly circles to the front. His face is calm, but his eyes flicker with something deeper. Trauma, maybe, or calculation. He orders a coffee. His voice is low, almost rehearsed. The barista nods, oblivious. David pays in cash. As he waits, he turns toward the window. Outside, the city pulses with life. Cars honking, people rushing, neon signs flickering. But David doesn't seem to see any of it. Cut to grainy surveillance footage from across the street. David's image is caught in the reflection of the cafe window. A timestamp blinks in the corner. March 3rd, 14070. The same day he was declared dead, 2 years ago. Just weeks after his release, David was spotted alive, going about his business in the city. He seemed normal, he seemed free. But the haunting reality was, this wasn't the first time David had been seen alive after his supposed death. Cut to archival footage. A blurry figure stepping off a train in Prague. A man matching David's description walking through a market in Marrakesh. A shadow lingering near a hospital in Oslo. Each sighting dismissed. Each image buried. Until now. Int. Cafe. Continuous. David takes his coffee, nods politely, and walks out. The bell jingles again. The camera lingers on the empty doorway. Then, just for a moment, the footage glitches. David's reflection in the window doesn't move. It stays frozen, staring back. The second vanishing, the conspiracy deepens. Fast forward to 2 months later, another city, another cafe. This time, the camera angle is from a different angle. Narrator, David's disappearance wasn't over. The story twisted even further. Just when everyone thought they had figured it out, David was spotted again. Same man, same look, same habits. Yet something wasn't right. What happened next would leave everyone questioning everything they thought they knew. Footage shows David entering the second cafe. He smiles at a familiar face. A man greets him, and David nods before they sit together. As they talk, the camera shows another CCTV angle. David steps into the frame and once again vanishes without a trace. Narrator. This time the mystery deepened. Witnesses saw David leave, but the CCTV footage was impossible. He wasn't just walking away. He vanished completely, his body flickering like a hologram before disappearing altogether. Cut to a tech expert analyzing the footage, his face illuminated by the glow of a computer screen. Tech expert. What you're seeing here is a glitch that doesn't make sense. Normally, this kind of disappearance is reserved for sci-fi films, but this is real. It's a digital anomaly, and it's something that the cameras shouldn't be able to capture. There's no explanation. Narrator. A digital anomaly? A glitch in the system? Or was it something far more sinister? Some began to question if there was a deeper conspiracy at play. Fade to black. Music slows to a haunting ambient drone, low, pulsing like a heartbeat fading. A flicker, then static. Then, glitched image of David. He appears suspended in a digital void, his face fragmented, pixelated, flickering like a corrupted file. His eyes stare forward, but they're hollow. Behind him, faint outlines of surveillance footage, old newspaper clippings, and encrypted data swirl like ghosts. Narrator, VO. The man who vanished twice didn't just disappear into the ether, he became something else. A symbol, a warning, a whisper in the code. Quick cuts. A CCTV camera short-circuiting. A terminal blinking. Access denied. A child watching a screen that suddenly goes black. Narrator VO. He was a glitch in the system, a fracture in the illusion of control. And while the world moved on, David remained, trapped between memory and myth. David's image begins to dissolve, his face breaking into particles, drifting in the shadows of unanswered questions. A low pulsing drone sets the atmosphere, accentuating the slow-motion archival footage that unfolds with a haunting quality. Grainy pieces reveal prison walls looming like silent sentinels, stormy skies bruised with tension, and police lights flashing in the rain. A vivid portrait of chaos. The viewer is immediately struck by the weight of the inquiry. A question that hangs in the air like a storm cloud. What truly happened to David? A tech expert's earnest voice cuts through the ambience, drawing us closer to the enigma. Inside a dimly lit studio, the expert's face reflects a gathering storm of thoughts. There are classified government programs we still don't know about, they reveal, hinting at dark possibilities unfolding behind the scenes. This notion of hidden truths teases the imagination, pulling the audience deeper into conspiracy. Meanwhile, a psychologist's calm demeanor offers a contrast, casting doubt on straightforward explanations. Disappearance, reappearance, death, life again? They muse, suggesting that perception itself might be playing tricks. The implications swirl ominously, unveiling a psychological labyrinth where reality blurs. A former prison official's distorted voice echoes caution. You don't just vanish from maximum security. His words linger, setting the tone for a larger narrative of desperation and intrigue. As the camera shifts to the prison guard sitting in an empty corridor, his unease paints a vivid picture of disbelief. "I'm not sure his death was a coincidence," he asserts, illuminating the enigma further. Interspersed clips of torn photographs and cryptic social media threads deepen the mystery around David's fate, ultimately swirling into a whirlpool of speculation as we are left contemplating the strange reality of death, life, and potentially something even more extraordinary. Fade to black. Music slows to a haunting ambient drone, low, pulsing like a heartbeat fading. A flicker, then static. Then forward, but they're hollow. Behind him, faint outlines of surveillance footage, old newspaper clippings, and encrypted data swirl like ghosts. Nick didn't just disappear into the ether, he became something else. A symbol, a warning, a whisper in the code. Quick cuts. A CCTV camera short-circuiting. A terminal blinking. Access denied. A child watching a screen that suddenly narrator VO. He was a glitch in the system, a fracture in the illusion of control. And while the world moved on, David remained, trapped between memory and myth. David's image begins to dissolve, his face breaking into particles, drifting into the digital abyss. Suspended. A CCTV camera short-circuiting. A terminal blinking. Access denied. A child watching a screen that suddenly goes black. Silence tinged with unease. Outro, YouTube style overlay. If you enjoyed this chilling